The reason why I was so excited about having this interview is because from afar, watching you excel at your craft, and we'll get into what that is in a minute. But I have context, and we'll give the people context.
Yeah.
But watching you excel at your craft, to have the deep devotion for God that you have, a deep love for your wife, a deep love for the work that you do, and to see all the doors that God is opening, like I'm inspired by that. Like I'm inspired by people that are like, I love God, and this is what I do. Yeah. You know what I mean? We've been talking a lot lately about the fact that most people that feel like they have a call of God on their life feel like if it doesn't manifest in preaching on a platform,
right? Oof.
Preaching, you know what I mean? Becoming a pastor, going through somebody's ministry school, you know what I mean? Yeah. Becoming an elder in some spaces, or a minister in other spaces, or a bishop in other spaces. Then people think like, I'm doing this, but you know what? I really got something to do for the Lord. And it's like, what if what you're doing is already for the Lord, though?
So good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know if people understand this fact, but the majority of people that go to any church work in the marketplace. Like church jobs are limited. Like there's the pecking order and the positions. Like once you got like your pastors and your administrative people and your worship people and your creative people, what else we doing? Right? Ain't no churches I know building movie studios. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I just think people don't understand the concept of like God has a call on your life. Are you okay with where he wants your gift to be executed? And that's what I see is happening with you. That's what it feels like is happening.
It's crazy you say that, because it's like my entire upbringing, especially with me being a pastor's kid.
Yep. Okay. See.
Congolese.
Congo. Represent Congo.
Yeah,
yes, I know.
Kinshasa.
Yeah.
That is, as a PK, your next step is what your dad does, you're going to do it.
Yep. All roads lead to the ministry. All roads lead to the pulpit.
Yeah. And so, if you're going to sing, if you're going to do vocal arrangements, do it for the Lord.
Yes, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
If you're going to do voiceover or act or be in Hollywood, don't be in Hollywood.
Right. First of all, don't go to Hollywood. No. The devil will get you out there.
If you're gonna do acting, do it for the Lord. Do a Christian movie. Do it all like Jesus movie. That's it.
Can I pause? We're going to take our time, bro. We're going to take our time. Most Christian movies suck.
Amen.
Oh, my God. You didn't actually throw. Holy cow.
He said behind left.
Hector woke up and chose violence. My God. I didn't know he was going to name a movie. Lord have mercy on my soul. Wow, I gotta let that breathe real quick. And it's not being edited. Hector Guerrero said, "Hey, that's my water. We gotta trade."
No. They traded it.
You did switch them?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, now that is now you're redeemed.
No, we're good.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, most Christian movies suck. Yeah. So okay, you're gonna use your gift for the Lord for a sucky movie coming this fall. Yeah. Come on. Right? Like this summer, the worst movie you've ever seen. Starring Christians. So please support it. Yeah. And okay, so let me say this.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This gonna be one of them. This gonna be one of them episodes. I can feel it.
We touch it, yeah.
Like I don't like the fact that like Christians put out mediocre stuff and then tell other Christians to support it just because they love Jesus.
That part.
No, we love Jesus. We just don't like your movie. Your movie's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, your movie, and I know you prayed over it, and it's trash. Because you're not good.
Oh, man.
You didn't have a good director. You didn't have good producers. You didn't have a good best boy. You didn't have a good gaff. You didn't have good lighting. You didn't get a DP. You just out here by faith with 2 cameras and an iPhone. Just Jesus is gonna make it. It's gonna beat the Titanic. It's gonna beat Avatar. It ain't gonna beat a B movie by Steven Seagal made yesterday. So
goes for music too. You know?
Music too.
Music too. It's just like, yo, we create this stuff, and it's it. Yeah, we can get there.
Okay. All right. So let's go back. Let's go. Take me back. Give us who Gabe Kunda is.
Oh man, Gabe, born and raised Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. First gen family, came from the Congo.
Yep.
My parents, and yeah, church boy, man. I know the church in and out. I've seen it when it's amazing.
Yep.
And I've seen it when it's horrible.
Yeah.
And my mom and dad, they were huge, in the ministry. First, one of the biggest Congolese community are in Dallas. And
Okay.
they pastored over that for many years. And that's where I got my chops in terms of music and trying to figure out where I wanted to be.
Yeah, for sure.
So I went to school in Mansfield.
Yep.
Actually, I traveled around. I went from like Irving to Granbury to Mansfield, but Mansfield's where I kind of was brought up, and then was in a class and kind of changed my life. It was biology. I know it's a kind of a weird class to change your life about, but our teacher was kind of having everybody read a certain part of a book, a biology book. And me being a class clown and just like not interested in doing any of the work that was in class, I was like, I'm gonna pretend like I'm James Earl Jones when I read this book. Just pretend.
All right, what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore. A sophomore.
Okay,
so,
this is dope.
Now, prior to that, like, I was told by schools that I had a learning disability in mathematics and written expression. So at that point, when you're told that as a young kid, you're just like, well, what's school? Like, I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah,
Hopefully
absolutely.
I make it if I don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
So go to biology, and she's like, okay, she picks me to read, and suddenly I'm like, okay, I'm about to show the class that I got a little nice voice and be a class clown.
Yeah.
The organism is green. The butterfly is the, I'm playing around. And as I'm doing that, the students.
I'm getting chills. I got the headphones on. I'm getting chills.
Now, as a sophomore in high school, it's very much like the organism is green.
Right. The voice hadn't fully.
Not there.
Hadn't bottomed out.
But still, the class started to pay attention, and the teacher was like, yo, you should think about doing the announcements for school, or think about using something with your voice, and you got a nice speaking voice and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'll try it. Now, we had
do you remember that teacher's name?
Mrs. Dunham.
Yo.
She's actually, I have to, I'm so glad that you brought it up, because if it was not for her.
Yeah, bro.
The trajectory of my life, I don't know what I would be doing.
Let's go, bro. Shout out to Mrs. Dunham,
She's
bro.
the one who said, like, you have something there. You should think about doing something as small as the announcements for school. So I ran to the school office, was like, yo, can I audition to do the announcements for school? The fact that I could audition is even,
Right, exactly.
Good morning, Summit High School.
Yeah.
So I signed up, and I went home, and I looked up how to do announcing. And all these videos came up, and then a video called $1 Million Voices came up that completely just, boom, I already knew what I wanted to do. It was this video of these voice actors speaking for a living. And they did everything from movie trailers, in a world, to commercials. Buy the all-new chicken biscuit at McDonald's for only $9.99. Whatever, any biscuit that's $9.99.
Heaven is on the inside of that one biscuit.
Truly.
There's got to be a gold chain in that biscuit.
Right. So, but watching that video, it's on YouTube, it just opened, a new world for me. And I was like, I'm not good at math because I got a disability, what they told me. I'm not good at writing because I have a disability. And my grades suck, but I can do this. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I started chasing after it. So I came to that audition. And the guy who was holding the audition, he's actually an actual voice actor. He's just a teacher as well. And so he gives me the script, and I start reading, "Good morning, Summit High School." And he's like, because every kid that's come up to audition thus far is like, "Good morning, kids.
Right.
At 9 o'clock, we will,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm coming in here after the summer of just like soaking up all this voice acting stuff. I'm coming in here like with a plan.
So are you practicing? Like, did you start practicing?
Yeah. So what I did was I stole my parents' amp from the church.
This is, do they know, or are they gonna find out
now?
Okay. I'm about to say, I didn't know if they were gonna find out when this pod came out.
I took a bass amp from church. I took the microphone with the XLR cable that they had for the praise and worship team. I grabbed it, put it in the back of their car, shut the car, went home, and then I would turn it on in the middle of the night, turn off the lights, and just start reading to myself. Wow, this is WWE SmackDown versus Raw, and just like pretending, like in recording videos and just trying to hear, recording, and and so listening back to see if I can. Do I sound like the guy? And then I bring my brother in. Hey, do I sound like the voice on there? And he's like, yeah, but keep going. You know, and this is all I'm doing. I'm doing this for the entire summer prior to the audition. Yep. And I get over there and I actually do it. Wow. And he's like, yeah, you can do it. You sound good, man. You should think about doing it. And then the last couple of years of high school, I got into radio broadcasting to sharpen up my tools in terms of editing and how to convert something to MP3 from waveform and all that stuff. Yep. And finally, it was time to graduate, and I got a scholarship for audio radio production. Wow. And because of a competition that I'd won, and it was a decision on whether I go the music route, which was my first love. Yep. I love music. Yep. My mom would play music around the house, and I would sit there and pick all the harmony parts and it was as a young kid, and it was like, do I go start teaching music or do I do the voiceover route? Don't really need a degree to do voiceover, but I do need a degree to teach music in public school, so I went down that route. I went to DBU for 4 years, and through those 4 years is when I started building my voiceover career, what is now a career. And it was hard. There's a lot of challenges there because I'm also dealing with the anxiety of, like, I have this learning disability. Yep. I flunked the ACT like 2-3 times. Wow. To get into the school. Yeah. They had to pray me in, Doc. Yeah, exactly. Like, literally. They said, the admission counselor said, we prayed. I love it. And God put on our hearts to let you in. Wow. You know, but there was a lot of things that happened, and we could delve deeper. But my senior year of college is when kind of the big break happened. Mm-hmm. I created a voiceover demo, sent it in to an agency in LA, New York, and they called me, they said, hey, I mean, we're kind of concerned that you're in Dallas because you can't get to our studios quickly enough, but we want to sign you. And I was like, okay, let's do it. I'm actually going to be doing this thing for real, making, some money. Signed on, and then here comes where God is like, I'm about to test you. Because I'm doing my last year internship at a school. Music education is what I'm studying. And I'm doing a internship to teach kids. I get signed. Now I'm teaching these kids do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then I get a call from my agent. Hey, Spike TV needs you in 5. Are you ready? And I'm like, I'm in the middle of teaching kids. I can't really do that right now. He's like, yeah, but they need you. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, this is a big account. What's going to happen? And so it was a lot of me hopping into the closet, recording a voiceover, coming out, teaching kids again, running to my car, driving home to record, coming back. And I was doing that. And then literally the last month of my senior year, I was like, I think I'm going to drop out. I think I'm going to just quit. This is too much. And I want to just focus on voiceover. I want to just, because I can make more money doing that. I can, be more successful. And it was one of those things where I felt God was telling me, like, yo, like, I showed you the next steps. These are going to be the next steps. Like, don't worry about that. But I want to see what you do with what I've given you already. Like, this is a garden. That's right. I told you to water. That's right. And see grow. Yeah. And so I stuck with it. I talked to my parents as well. They were like, you want to do what? Voiceover. What is that? Because up to this point, it's like, you want to be a pastor? Absolutely. A lawyer? Yeah. A doctor. You know what I'm saying? Something with the pastor, lawyer, doctor. Exactly. And I was like, no, this is what I want to do. And they were like, okay, follow your dreams, but also follow God now. Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. They're gonna put that hook in. Yeah, they are. And so I graduated, and after that, I got my degree. Never looked back. I was doing voiceover since. I had the opportunity to voice the MTV Movie and TV Awards. Like I said, Spike TV. I'm the voice of Disney Plus. Yep. I do movie trailers for different movies and stuff. It's just a lot of cool things. I mean, Call of Duty, Apex Legends, and all this fun stuff. And it's just like, it's a dream. But I definitely, there was a lot of due diligence that had to be done with school and making sure that was done before going to the next step. It was hard, when someone shows you what you could be. Yep. Like, it's like, yes, let's do it. It's tried and true. Let's go. Let's go. For sure. But I had to be patient. For sure. Absolutely. You had to be patient with the process.